Car tester Julia Morera knows the Mercedes G-Class has been around for 40 years. Now, the luxury cross-country vehicle has been reworked. It may seem like no more than a very thorough facelift for the 463 series. The design language is much the same. He wonders what exactly has changed. At first glance, the new version's hardly changed at all. It's just as boxy and unstreamlined as ever. The round headlights and fender-mounted turn signals now seem almost retro. The G-Class is sizable enough that it's easy to overlook the 6 extra centimeters in width and 5 extra centimeters in length. But inside, the extra space is very noticeable. And the first thing anyone notices about the rear is the spare tire. The taillights look small and narrow on that vast rear. Julian's discovered that as much as this G-Class resembles the older models outside, it's radically different inside and in terms of the ride quality. It's no surprise that a car maker like Mercedes will apply its own technological innovations to meet customers' expectations for the G-Class. A glance inside reveals a greater resemblance to the S or E-Class interiors. A new steering wheel's been mounted with touch control buttons for the 2 generous 12.3-inch displays. In the center of the dash are controls that adjust the axles for when the G-Class goes off-road. If it gets a bit too bouncy for whoever's riding shotgun, there's a handle to hold on to. The leather seats have good workmanship and enough comfort for long journeys. Julian lifts the hood for a look at the 4-liter V8 twin-turbo engine familiar from the previous model as well as the AMG GT. It puts out 310 kilowatts and hauls the G-Class from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in under 6 seconds, a respectable time for a 2.5-ton cross-country vehicle. The 4-liter V8 twin-turbo brings the G500 confidently, almost casually, up to speed with a thoroughly satisfying deep humming roar. Even if the engine swiftly reaches 100, it hits top speed at just 210 kilometers per hour. The car maker rates fuel consumption at a thirsty 11.8 liters per 100 kilometers. In Germany, the G500 starts at a hefty 110,000 euros. Julian focuses on ride quality, noting that sitting high up gives him a good overview of the vehicle's immediate vicinity. As boxy as the G500 may seem, it's easy to get a feel for its perimeters. It drives and steers much like any other car, although its weight and boxy shape are noticeable in curves. Its 2.5 tons hug the road forcibly and focus its motion straight ahead. If necessary, the electronic stability program takes quick and concerted action. Driving the G500 can't be compared with regular SUVs. This is a genuine all-terrain vehicle. Julian points out that a sporty driving style will inevitably mean very high fuel consumption. When he pushes the gas pedal only halfway down, he can watch the consumption gauge leap to 20, 30, or even 40 liters per 100 kilometers. For everyday driving, it may ease a buyer's conscience to choose the inline 6-cylinder diesel version, but that might take a little bit away from the driving fun. The throaty-sounding V8 made such an impression on the tester, he doesn't even want to get out again. But now it's time to sum up. Overall, Julian likes the G500 quite a lot. He's addicted to that V8 sound that Mercedes has preserved from the very first model G-classes, only freshening up the car from time to time. The effect is to make it a real icon among off-roaders. Like the fuel consumption, the price is a bit hefty, but that money gets the buyer a lot of car.